I figured I'd let world know a few things about myself. Now, first being, I'm actually full-blooded English. I have, I'm from upstate New York originally, Westmoreland, geographical center of New York. But I grew up in New York with no accent in the least. And when I'm around other people, I speak a normal accent, as in no accent. However, when I'm alone, I start talking like this, in this off Scottish accent. It's just a weird thing about myself that I just can't change. I've tried. I've tried speaking the normal accent, but I cannot do it when I'm alone. I automatically start speaking like this. I wish it was more true to the original Highland Scottish, which is where I guess I'm from, because I'm a ton of ethnicities. Actually, I'm more Puerto Rican than anything else, really. But I get all the Scottish looks. I can't help that. A few things about myself. Well, I'm a guy. I'm a bloke. It's just obvious for anyone who's ever seen a picture of me. Currently living in Virginia. About to move to just south of Seattle, Washington. That'd be a heck of a drive. I'm a geek and a nerd and a dork. And of all the breakdowns of all of the different ways of saying what you are, I'm all of them. There's no way around that, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm incredibly intelligent. I love learning things. I like more science things than anything else, really. I'm also a gamer, all sorts of different games. I play everything from video games, tabletops, D20, RPGs. Started playing Dungeons and Dragons many long years ago. Switched to World of Darkness. Created my own variations of various things, playing Warhammer 40k tabletop, Warhammer 40k RPG, Warhammer tabletop, everything across the board. Also like card games, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Never really got into Pokemon or that Dragon Ball Z game, but many others. It's just fucking everything. I'm into a ton. I like to read. It's fantasy and sci-fi, and very few others that have piqued my interest. I found a few of the fiction, but not fantastical ones that I've liked. It tend to be serial killer novels from the serial killer's point of view, because I'm a bit dark. I love anime. Mainstream, like Naruto Shippuden, Bleach, Dead Man Wonderland, things like that. And the cult classics like Fully Cooley, Ghost in the Shell, Evangelion, Paranoia Agent, Claymore, things like that. Causing no stigma. Odd ones. I'm 6'4", I'm skinny as a rail, because I have a really high metabolism. My muscles don't tend to show, but I'm a lot stronger than you'd expect. I've got really good abs, strong back, legs. Back in high school in ninth grade, I could barely bench press the bar, but I could squat 450 pounds. So I am a bit odd. I have red hair. I was born platinum blonde and it has turned ginger over the years. I have a trimmed goatee. I try to keep it at a point. I think it makes me look a tad evil. I really like it. I speak English. I'm American, of course. I speak a small amount of French, Spanish, Russian, Italian, German, Japanese, select words from others, but very few of each of them, except for English, of course. I currently have 3 tattoos. I've got the kanji for wolf on my arm, my right arm, and yes, it's actually the kanji for wolf. I brought that in myself, so I know it doesn't say fuck off or I'm an ass or anything like that. It actually says wolf. Um, I have the only tribal tattoo I have or will ever have is over my left chest, left upper side of my chest, and it is a tribal eye and a wolf paw. and I have what I originally thought was the original 666 tattoo linking me collarbones. But while it is the original 666, I have also learned recently that the oldest version of the the Book of Apocalypse. I've forgotten what part of the Bible it is, uh, but the version where they show Armageddon, it shows the dragon comes out, which is Satan, and he's got 666 across his head. The oldest version says it's actually 466 or something like that. It's off. So everyone's wrong, but I've got the original according to modern theory. I'm alternative. I like the alternative look. I like multicolored hair, piercings, tattoos, shit like that. I really like it. I don't color my hair. I don't have any piercings. For some reason, I can't get stabbed once to put a hole in myself, but I can get stabbed thousands of times a minute to get a tattoo and injected with ink. Perfectly fine with that. Never getting a piercing. So I don't think I look good with a piercing. I've researched a lot into the Nazi Party. I actually like the Nazi Party. I do not like the Holocaust. In the least. I'm not racist. I love the jokes. Don't get me wrong. The jokes are fucking hilarious. But I'm not racist. But I do like the Nazi Party, and I've read a lot of books and watched tons of documentaries about the Nazi Party and the rise of Hitler and all that crap. I listen to everything music-wise except for country and rap, excluding rap rock like Linkin Park, Fort Minor, Hollywood Undead. There's one clutch song, and various others like that. I like that. I also like Sage Francis and Aesop Rock, which if you've ever listened to them, they're incredibly intelligent. It's amazing, and it is actually rap. Um, I'm serious. I listen to everything though. From Dope, Rob Zombie, Billy Joel, Eric Clapton, Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack, Alan Parsons Project, B.B. King, The Beatles, everything across the board. I like so much. Um, Pretty blunt. I don't like to beat around the bush. I spend every second talking to everybody about everything, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I can spend every moment around specific, very few specific friends or whatever girlfriend I have at the time, and be perfectly fine. And if they want me out, they gotta kick me the fuck out. Not gonna have any issues with that. If I don't want them here, I'm gonna kick them the fuck out. I'm not gonna let it fester and just be pissed off over a long period of time. I have a very large vocabulary and a very high IQ, and I do like to use it. And it apparently pisses off a lot of people and makes people think I'm an ass or trying to make them look stupid and shit like that. I'm not showing off. I like it. It's what I do. But with my high vocabulary is actually because I hated reading books when I was young. So when we were forced to read, I read dictionaries and encyclopedias because there was no plot and I didn't get bored. I am fucking psychotic, but it's managed and I'm happy with it. So, fuck off. Currently 26 years old. My birthday is January 9th, 1987. 1987, 1987. I find that great. Makes me incredibly happy. I've got family. I've got a couple friends. I consider myself a psychic werewolf. And I'm a wolf. My totem animal is a wolf, and I'm very in tune with that. Great sense of smell. I have many dog traits. When I'm hurt, I snarl. When I'm tired of yelling at like a concert or something, I'll start howling. Automatically. I don't choose to. It just fucking happens. When I'm very physically affectionate, I tend to show my affection, adoration with touch, but that's only to members of the opposite sex because I'm not a big fan of most men and won't like touching men, period, really. But I have a girlfriend. I'll curl up at her feet if I can't curl up with her automatically. If there's no room on the chair or on the couch or something, just curl up at her feet, lay down, perfectly fucking fine. And curl up in any location, be fine. So yeah, I'm a werewolf. I'm a dog. I'm happy with it. Think that's the basis of who I am. It took for quite a while, so that's me in a nutshell. The universe in a nutshell. Any other things? Uh, oh, one more. My religious belief is actually a metaphysical belief. It's a scientific theory, believing that everyone in the world that has ever existed is their own god and lives in their own universe. And I will actually make another recording at some point where I will lay that whole theory out for you. I have it all written down somewhere. I just have to drag it up and recite that, and you will understand why I believe that I'm a god and everyone's a god. All that crap. Fantastic theory, in my opinion. And I've had a lot of people say it's absolutely fascinating. Still the only one that believes it, but fascinating nonetheless. Alright. I believe I'm gone long-winded enough. Bye.